Welcome to this week's Choon Dong. In this episode, we're going to be finishing off our ab sets for now. In this issue, this is the fourth set where you're still in plank, high plank to be precise, but now we're adding a cardio element. So for me, this is the most difficult because you're combining core work, which is difficult in itself, and you're doing the movements as quick as you can to get that cardio aerobic workout. So I'm going to do 20 seconds of each exercise and a 10-second rest. Obviously, as your fitness goes up, you can increase the amount of time you do the exercises, but doing all 7 in a row, 20 seconds will be more than enough. And as the exercises I'm doing will get more difficult as we go along, you'll probably see me to slow down and fatigue, which is the idea. So in your high plank position, you're first going to do mountain climbers. Now, mountain climbers is simply running while trying to keep your back as flat as possible in the plank position. Bring your knees close to your body, and you can run as I'm doing, or you can hop the bent leg and straight leg alternatively. Either is a good workout. Then take a 10-second rest. In the 10-second rest, my advice is to go into a child's pose to give your lower back a little rest and stress out your shoulders. The next exercise is what is known to me as squat thrusts, and this is in a tuck motion. So your feet are close together and you bring your knees into your body and step out. And obviously, if you only do a short step jump forward, this is easier than a big jump forward and back out. And again, your back will round slightly as your knees come in, but as your feet go back, try and make that plank position. Again, a 10-second rest and breathe deeply. Again, you will get more oxygen if you sit up, so up to you if you want to sit up or be in child's pose. The next exercise is a variation of the squat thrust, which is a wide squat, which is really good for warming up for kickers because it warms up the glutes and the hips and the inner thighs. And simply same thing in plank, but this time instead of tucking your knees in, jump your feet as far forward as your hands. And this really warms up the legs. Again, if you're a martial artist, good for kicking. Rest again. The next exercise is getting super tough now. It's called pike up, and this is again a variation of the squat thrust where you do not bend your knees. Instead, you keep your legs straight, keep your feet together, and jump your legs in as far as you can. And again, obviously, if you only do a small jump forward, it's a little bit easier. And the idea is to jump your foot all the way forward. And what I like about this is a great lower back stretch, hamstring stretch, and calf stretch. And again, a really good workout and a good use of the control of your body. You're going to need that rest now as we go into ski hops. So you could do this standing where your feet together and jump side to side as if you're skiing. You can also do it in the plank position. So again, you go from that plank position, you jump your feet as far forward to one side towards your front hand, so your left hand, and then you jump it back to plank, and then you jump back to the other side. And this is where it starts to get really tough, and you're starting to use your obliques now, so you're twisting. Again, if you need to take a longer rest than I'm taking, that's fine. And the next one, when I first started doing this exercise, I couldn't do it at all. It's called a hop over. This is really good for those of you who are working up to maybe a handstand or other inversions, where you lift your knees as high as you can and jump them from side to side. So this one is not in plank to say your knees are bent and they're all the way on the left, and then you jump over, try and get your feet up to the air as much as you can and jump it to the other side. So the last exercise now, if you're still with me, great, is what's called a guard pass, and it's really good for groundwork and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and styles like that, but a real core killer. So your chest and hips are flat to the floor, and then you explode up like the ski hop and jump to the side, and then as you go back, instead of just being in a plank, you lower your hips down, so it's even more of a work on a core. Really tough. Do your best, and then you are done. Thank you very much for watching this video and this series of sit-ups. Again, feedback is always good for what you want to see in the future. Do you want to see more abs, more push-ups, more sets of 4 so you can really get into an exercise? Please let me know in the comments below, and we'll be doing something quite different next week. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sue.